A very good evening to you all, my friends. I hope you've had yourselves a terrific Tuesday. It's Andy here with another Ask Andy Anything. And as always, my friends, the very first thing that I want to ask you all is, how has the start to your week been out of 10? Really looking forward to seeing some scores on the doors. There's been lots and lots of activity in Metro Melbourne. New South Wales is on a roll, which is amazing. Gang, it's been a little bit of positivity that's starting to flow through these Australian veins, these Australian streets. And that is no bad thing in any way, shape, or form. My friends, tonight is going to be a tiny bit different. I'm going to go through a very quick update again, just to reiterate everything that was going on with regards to real estate in Metro Melbourne, just to make sure everybody's across it all, so that we're all up to date with all that sort of stuff. And then tonight, I'm just going to mention a couple of things that my old man sort of imparted to me, a couple of bits of wisdom. Today should have been his birthday, and bless him, he wrote his final chapter a little bit earlier this year. So if you would allow me to indulge just for a second, I'll just impart a couple of things that he passed on to me that hopefully will hold you in good stead, particularly moving forward as we come out of this pandemic slash depression slash whatever you want to call it. All right. So first off, and of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. But let me know how you're getting on as well out of 10. Firstly, though, my friends. Now, Vic update. So property appraisals finally got the nod officially from the REIV earlier on this afternoon, which is amazing. It got clarified that as a part of the marketing services, we need to be able to accurately price the property, which is where the in-person appraisal drops into, which is amazing. So that's really good for residential real estate. Commercial real estate is still in a bit of a fix right now, and it's no good. There's so many people that own commercial property that are in bad financial ways, and hopefully we can all stay together and hopefully get that bit pushed through as well sooner rather than later for them. But gang, if you're in residential real estate, whether it's sales or leasing, you can go forth and get properties appraised for price accurately. You can go do your appraisals in person. You don't have to do them via Zoom anymore. Look, for me, if you wanted to maybe save yourselves a little bit of time, I don't know. I know that people are desperate to go out and just go and chat to people and whatnot, which is fine. It's fair enough, all right. But if it was me, I'd be thinking about possibly doing a hybrid, doing a bit of a Zoom to begin with, so that you can get a bit of a run around the house, a bit of an idea as to price, so that when you go there, you can be a little bit more accurate again, save a little bit of time, and make people think, right? And actually do this, make people think that you're actually going to get some homework done and actually have a strategy from a marketing point of view, for example, that can suit their property. A little bit of preparation goes a long way, my friends, I find. So have a think about maybe doing something of a hybrid as part of your process. It's something that I'd perhaps be recommending, because that way, when you do go there, you can really talk about them, their situation, and their home. You don't have to do the cookie cutter type approach anymore, which is fab. And I think that's only a good thing for the industry. So now make sure that you've got all your protective equipment, all that sort of stuff on. Make sure you got your permit done as well. Don't be an idiot and think you can just whip away, even if it's round a corner. It doesn't matter. It only takes one person to dob you in, and your car's parked outside someone's property for a little bit too long, for you to land yourself in a little bit of hot water. There's so many more people now that are so much more sensitive because of how far we've come through it and how close we are to getting out the other end of it. All right. So please be aware, and please make sure you're doing the right thing. We are almost there, gang. don't trip over when you're 10 meters from the line. All right. Not a good idea. Okay, gang. So that's the update for Metro Melbourne. Residential real estate side of things. Like I said, commercial real estate, unfortunately, is still in a bit of a bind, which is no good. So, gang, like I said, if you could indulge me for just a moment or two, that'd be amazing. Like I said to you all, today should have been my old man's birthday, but as a bunch of you are aware, I was in England watching him write his final chapter during the first lockdown, actually. So I wanted to just mark it by passing on. See, my old man. And you would struggle to believe this going on the amount that I talk, but my old man was a guy of very, very few words. He was really, really quite quiet and quite reserved, and partly because he was married to my mom, who can talk for England, and then had me, who is pretty much vice captain for England when it comes to talking. So he didn't really have the chance to say that much either, but as I was growing up and going through my teenage years, my old man, we did manage to connect on a much deeper level. And he left me with two bits of wisdom, both of which are really, really simple, that I would like to share with you lot, so that hopefully one or two of you might feel a little bit less intimidated and a little bit more inspired to go forth and take action in your way. All right. So the first one that he said to us was that if you can't laugh at yourself, then you're not allowed to laugh at anybody else. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you shouldn't laugh at anybody else. Now, he never really explained it to me, but really the explanation is quite clear. My friends, you've got to go through your life with a degree of humility, such that people can feel that they can actually connect with you. No one likes walking on eggshells, and people that love to dish it out, but then are really sensitive around taking a hit in any way, shape, or form, they're just not nice people. They're just people that you could never be comfortable around. My old man was he was so funny when it came to the whole self-deprecating thing. He was a bit of a goof. He was so bad when it came to DIY, and he loved it because of the fact that it gave everybody else a laugh. It uplifted everybody around him, and therefore he kind of done his job in life, right? Is to sort of put everybody else in front of himself. So, gang, don't think that you can walk through life feeling that your shit doesn't stink, or feeling that you have to be serious all the time. Ultimately, as professionals, and if we're to put it into real estate or business language, ultimately, we as professionals, we are being paid to do a job and to be serious and be focused on getting that job done and doing it to the best of our ability. But at the same time, if you have no humility whatsoever in whatever it is that you are doing, for one, it's going to be bullshit, because we've all got weaknesses, right? We've all got weaknesses. But as well as that, you're not only going to be bullshitting your customers, you're going to be bullshitting yourself. I'm way more comfortable, way more happy, way more content, way more confident in what I do and who I am because of the ownership around the things that I struggle with sometimes. Okay? We don't want to be those types of people that people just can't feel comfortable around. So, my friends, please be comfortable in laughing at yourself. And aside from anything else, it's such a disarming thing to do anyway. If you can laugh at your own mistakes, no one else has really got any ammo over you in any way, shape, or form. So please, gang, Please take that one on board. And if you're a parent as well, please can you impart that to your kids? Because it will help to prevent a bit of bullying. It would help to prevent a little bit of concern around self-belief, self-consciousness, all those sorts of things. Please impart that one to your kids, because it'll make people it'll make those kids a lot more aware when someone is being bullied, right? When someone is having the mickey taken out of them and they don't like the fact that it's happening. Okay, please. So if you can't laugh at anybody, if you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't laugh at anybody else. And the last one, my friends, I'm going to keep this short and sweet tonight because it's been for obvious reasons, it's been a big day. 3 words that were pretty much the only 3 words that he ever said to us whenever I was playing sport or whenever I was about to take on something big, something significant in my life. He literally said, "Get stuck into me," like that often. And like I said, he was a man of few words, but realistically, he didn't really need to say that many to get me fired up. Now, the real reason why he was saying those words to me was because he wanted me to feel confident in everything that I'm doing. And he just wanted me to give it a red hot crack. When you talk about business, marketing, videos, social media, anything that leaves you open to judgment, the one big thing I'll say is that if you don't get stuck in, you ain't going to go anywhere anyway. So you might as well give it a crack. As we come out of this sort of pandemic all around the country, there's going to be hopefully a renewed optimism that will give you the wind in your sails to be able to go and just completely give it your all. But just remember, right, when you are trying to give it your all and you're giving it everything you possibly can, and at the moment that you feel a degree of self-doubt, because it happens to us all, just have these 3 little words in the back of your head, because it's served me pretty well up to now. It's sad, right, that I held myself back from a bunch of things because of my own stupid self-awareness, self-consciousness, my own ego getting in the way. And it's taken the loss of my old man for me to really, truly understand what he meant by those 3 words. So friends, just get stuck in. Because as long as you do that, as long as you get stuck in with everything that you do, you can look at yourself in the mirror and be content with your day's work, with the way that you've run your life. You can be satisfied with who you are as long as you get stuck in with everything that you do. All right, gang. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope, I don't know, to 1 or 2 of you it might be helpful. To me, it certainly is. I wish you well. Please do the right thing in everything that you're doing, just so we can just safely guide ourselves out of these concerns that have caused us so much drama over the last however many months. My friends, stay safe. Stay healthy. Most importantly, stay happy. Love you all, gang.